Hello, hello. Welcome to Lori's Stampin' Creations. My name is Lori Helvig, and I'm going to bring a live video tonight. This is my Sunday share card, or 7, because I have 7 card samples here. And all 7 of these cards were made with the same designer paper. And so I'm going to get into that in just a minute. I'm going to set these 7 cards aside and just do a recap of last week, last Sunday night, December 7th. I had 3 cards, and number 3, this was the third one that the winner gets. They voted for this, and Jenny T, if you were watching, again, I never say last names here, but Jenny T, if you are watching, you will get this card because you voted for this one. Okay, and thank you everybody who voted last week for the 3 cards. They were my December card kits to go. So if you've placed an order this part in December, qualifying order, you will get some cards to go in the mail from me, and this is one of them. So anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and get started with those 7 cards that I just mentioned. And the designer paper that I used is Brushed with Beauty 12 by 12. And I've been using a lot of this. You can see little pieces and parts in this paper pack. But this is the one I've been using I did use on all 7 of these cards, okay? So if you would like to vote again this week for a chance to win one of these cards, and who doesn't like to get Happy Mail, right? We all like Happy Mail, and you might win one of these cards. So go ahead and vote, please, for your favorite, and this is card number 1. So I used, for most of these cards, this one for sure, I use the Petals of Beauty bundle. So this is the stamp set with pretty flowers, and then some dies with Petals of Beauty dies. And that coordinates with the paper that I'm featuring. Okay, so I just used a couple of the pieces of the paper, that did designs, one design here and then on the edges there, and just made a thank you card. So again, this is card number 1 if you would like to vote. And it opens just on the side like this, just a side opening card. And Crumb Cake is my card base. Okay. And then we're going to move to card number 2, which is this one. And again, I'm using vanilla twine and then vanilla piece here. This Simply the Best sentiment comes from Delicate Framing stamp set. And of course, I use this sentiment right here, Simply the Best. Okay. And this is brand new dies. These will be available in January. Beautifully Celebrated dies. So I love the shape of these. These are nice for layering with your sentiments and whatnot. Okay, and that, like I said, that's what I used for this right here. Okay, that's card number 2. And card number 3 was a recent class. I just did this the other day at the Morton Library, if you attended my class there. And just little torn edges here on, again, the designer paper at the top and the bottom, and then the torn edge look in the middle. Okay, and then I use that same Petals of Beauty stamp set and dies. And then this sentiment, because it's your birthday, comes from Words of Beauty. So here's the stamp set, and like I said, I use this because, and then cut it out with the coordinating die. Okay, so the Words of Beauty bundle. I like these shapes right here. 3 wonderful shapes for words and things like that. Okay, So let's see. This is card number 3 if you are voting. Okay. And card number 4 is a simple thank you card. Once again, I used 2 papers from that pack, this design here and then this one here. And these 2 dies, of course, come from the Petals of Beauty dies. And then this thank you sentiment comes from Lovely Arrangements. So there's all different kinds of words in here. And like I said, I use the thank you. And then the dies with this set look like this. Okay, so this is the one I use, Lovely Arrangements dies. I use this one for the sentiment on that one. Okay, card number 4, as I said. And then, let's see here. Card number 5 looks like this. I used Pretty in Pink as my card base and picked up pink in the paper and the flower, and then the overlay is Darling Duckling paper for that. And then this real skinny die right here. It's a real thin die cut for little words like that, and that comes from this set also, this Lovely Arrangements dies that are new and will be available soon with Stampin' Up. Okay, and then let's see, that was card number 5, and then we're moving on to card number 6. I really like this one. It's a thick white cardstock as my base, and then I added some of the designer paper from that pack that I'm featuring, and the Just Because that I just mentioned a little bit ago, okay? And then you can see the designer paper coming through the holes in that leaf die that I use, so that's pretty. And then, oh, this got tangled up here. I used some linen thread and doubled that up with the linen thread and made a cute little bow there. Okay, that's card number 6. All right, and last but not least, we have card number 7, which is a very simple fun fold. It just opens like this. So I used 3 of the designs of the paper. You've got the stripes and then this pattern here and the floral, and then you open it up and it shows the other side. So several designs for the designer paper pack are shown on this very simple fun fold. Okay, and I cut out this leaf that was cut out from the designer paper pack, and then linen thread, and this die right here that I used for just a note comes from the Fragrant Layers dies, which is this die right here. Okay, so if you have any questions about these cards, please reach out to me and let me know your questions and or comments. And this is card number 7. So like I said, real simple fun fold. And we're going to go in backwards order here if you are paying attention, if you'd like to vote. This is card number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by Lori's Stampin' Creations, and until next week, happy stamping. Bye-bye.